disturbing little rock elementals. And somehow turning them into these guys. Well, gonna be fair, not gonna ask questions. As long as they keep working. Kinda miss having a whole army of them, you know? Like 20. Go watch my older Path of Exile videos if you want to see that. Oh, nice, frenzy charge. Nice. Weeping Essence of Rage. For weapons, +1 to level of socketed fire gems. Other item, 18 to 22 strength. Scouring, scroll wisdom. Full chainmail. Still got an improvement there. Okay, I need to grab the sun ladder because we can get a core orb out of it. Okay, we'll grab this. It hits some level of quality and it's already got 3 slots. Here, 1 second, let me just swing my hand behind me. Just check the heater. I suppose it hasn't been on too long, but I was hoping it would warm this place up a bit sooner. No, nothing's jumping out. Okay, so we'll be teleported over. Alright. Come on. Stay in the light. Stay in the light. Waggards. Eerie weapons. Interact. Mind Construct. Cave Stalker of Power. Didn't really get a good look off on him. Hooray, animated weapons. Which were turning into full suits of armor, fighting for my cause. Though the weird barriers, like squares that appear around them, is odd. Very strange. Wow, that's a lot. There's so much gubbins here. So no, 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 no. prefer to focus on getting those first, because, like you saw there, I could quite easily miss it otherwise. And yes, you. Strength, int, life, reflects some damage, and somewhat increased stuff. Perfect. Now I just actually need to connect you. I don't see anything here. Like, nothing jumps out to me as, you know, what I'm looking for. Let's go here. Move. Yep. Looks like I'm missing so much just in, like, off to one side. Oh, I already had a whole relic. But mine had died off. Buried camp. In the event. Rattling slave. Crimson shriek. Ooh. That's a fair few. Chaos orb. Nice. Ooh. I want you, yes. And you. Knowingly, my collecting here is getting in the way of me finding upgrades. I'm just gonna soon enough run out of inventory space. No, I'm not seeing anything there that's sticking out to me as particularly useful for me. Move. Keep up with it. I'm gonna have to see if I can get any more fuel for this while I'm in here. I need to take another look at that map. I know, like, I've already run into one point that can do that. Want to see the others. Okay. Already got what that could have taught me. Shimmering Gorgo Alpha. No, he said Alfalfa. Weird little crickets. Have we seen these crickets anywhere else? I want to say they're like the normal crickets just scaled up. These ones level 44, which is convenient enough for my next level. What? Nice. You will make room. Christ, and they got killed. Fine, drop it. We're picking up the skinning knife. A tap on the shoulder, a peck on the cheek, a sip of your wine, so red and so sleek. For once they actually rhymed. Gore drill, skinning knife, 30% increased global critical strike chance, 62% increased physical damage, adds 2-5 physical damage, 12 dexterity, 30% increased critical strike chance, 40% increased attack 40% increased attack damage against bleeding enemies, and 50% chance to cause bleeding on critical strike. There's like azurite hidden under stuff as well. No, it seems like I'm good here. Contains currency. Huh. Underground stash contains strong boxes. Let's have to go like here or here and find a fractured wall. Don't actually see any fuel. This is more seeable now. Let's head to this one just so we can get as much azurite as possible. Two games now, that I'm playing, I have to worry about Azerite. Actually, thinking about it, by the time this comes out, we'll have moved on to the next WoW expansion. God damn. Or, at the very least, we'll be at near the end of Battle for Azeroth. Oi. Don't take advantage of my cold. Oh, have that. Okay. Hit this. Scum pelts. Hey up now. Apes just pouring out of the water. Just what you need. Alright, let's see. Anything good here? I need better gloves, I think. Ooh. I found a better helmet. Fair bit better, ain't it? A nice little chunk. Not too much on the energy shield front, but a nice little chunk of extra armor. Though I'm not really sure the, breakdown on the armor's front, like. Since I'm getting so much extra armor compared to energy shield, I guess each individual point of armor must be more or less or something, you know? Otherwise they wouldn't be quite so generous with it. Alright, crawler. And this is hidden again. Odd. And it's not now. Ooh, this costs 15 sulfate? Huh. Alright, we'll pay it. Though it'll be our last one. As much as I want to stay and kill like all these enemies, because there's so many, it'll be great XP. You gotta keep up with this. Maybe if we tag along slowly enough, they'll follow. Imagine if there's like no leashing, how the enemies will just keep following you forever. That would be both the answer to my problems here and just yet another issue. Buried camp. So 2 lock boxes at present. Move. There's still only 2 off boxes, which is I swore last time when I'd finished the challenge, or finished the encounter, I got an extra one. I guess I was wrong. My route is leveled up. Ow.
Far too much baggage.
Okay, there's a sage wand here. If I reorder things, I should be able to carry it. God damn, I wish my inventory was bigger. Let's see. What else is here? Scarlet Round Shield? Okay, no. Superior Petrified Club. Oh, nice, thank you. Seriously, you just dropped one of those. That's awfully generous, thank you. Don't see too much. None really here of interest. Dagger Axe, 50% increased critical strike chance. Nice. Small sword. 15% chance to cause bleeding on hit. Woodful staff? Ha. Alright. Let's see. None of you are 5 there. No. Alright. In which case, we will turn here. So we can craft a flare for 5. Its duration, the maximum is dynamite, which we need 24. The sulfate capacity is currently at 600, which isn't too bad, because we've only like 5. We can upgrade this to improve the light radius. Don't have enough to improve darkness resistance. You know what? I guess that maybe I should have talked to him first. Sure, why not?
Beauty.
Should have talked to him
Look at
first.
the sparkle. Glows like blue embers at the dark. My machine here can turn these rocks into something a little more useful. You might need some extra light down there, so how about you put a few flares together? Mine's also full of dead ends and things that ought to be dead themselves, so get a blasting stick while you're at it. Should have enough for both on you. Heart's little pair of sticks you got. Mind you, don't get them mixed up. Don't want to have to mop you up. Though I suppose blowing yourself to bits is better than getting lost in the dark down there. I suggest you bring a few sticks of dynamite and a few flares when you venture down there. Crawler will guide you to some large ore veins, but tossing a flare into the gloom might reveal some very pretty little treasures. Since the mine's been around for so long, All the easy pickings have already been pinched. Might have to do some excavating of your own, if you want something truly precious. There's some fragile-looking walls down there. Reckon a well-placed stick of dynamite will turn those walls to rubble. Why don't you give that a go, eh? I'll let you keep whatever you find on the other side.
As if he could stop me.
Not the prettiest spot in Rayclast, but relatively dry and safe as long as you stay in the light. Never cared about a good view anyway. Much prefer a cosy spot indoors. Not many of those on Rayclast that aren't filled with bloody flesh eaters though, eh?
I prefer my flesh eaters to be nice and clean.
Heart's little pair of sticks.
Now, sir, I prefer if you don't talk about my sticks. Wish you could do that. Just switch them around. Ew. More chaos modifiers, no lightning modifiers. Since I spent so much Azurite, I couldn't buy on here, but to be fair, they were still at my range.
Goodbye.
Okay, I'm going to lose some effects here, but I'm going to gain a bit of extra armor. You know, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Getting a fine little collection here. Do I need to get rid? I'll get rid of this. Though, like I said, I'll get rid of it once I have the a few other bronze scepters. Are these really the only jeweler's orbs I have? Yeah, they are. Yay! Still in the wrong colors though. Now it's perfect, except connections. And that's something I don't have. Oh, actually. Ah. Annoying. Ugh. No. Alright, let's just give it another shot. Sure, I guess. Let us head to here. To our hideout. Oh, cool. New art. Don't have enough things.
Greetings. Farewell.
Okay. Thinking. None for it but to continue. Pop back to Highgate and take another crack into the mine. I just don't have the fuel to do, do anything else. Wish my minions were more useful. Who the hell is bringing out stuff down on us? The hell? Okay, now I'm just puzzled. Alright. Do need to get that triple strike here on this. Ooh, that's creepy. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these guys. Not a fan of these guys. Wondering how I'll fare against Malachi, because I remember like the first two times I fought him, I didn't do too well. I wonder will I do much better this time. I imagine I will. I'm certainly a lot more durable, but will it be enough? Alright, will I be able to deal with this guy this time? Yes. Yo, we're gonna fight. Okay. I was just curious, was he gonna bring in any bodies or not? I do like these phantasms. They are quite useful even without upgrades.
Now, I'm no Clive, but sometimes talking is better than you know, dying. So just give little old Guff a chance to jabber, and I guarantee that you will learn a thing or two.
Yeah, he's actually it was a rank 2, and I'm gonna actually keep him as such. Bargain. Just due to the positioning on them, I thought he had 3 items, not 2. He's Rickin's Dance, which physical damage at his lightning, all damage shocks, and his Durmal's Age, which is increased life.
Keep your word or lose your head.
Ooh, Flaying Knife. Alright. Moving on. Sure, into the mines too.
Yes, Beast. You have every reason to be afraid.
Arena plate. I can't remember if that's better than Lordly plate or not. It'd be kind of odd if it was, but yeah. Wonder why? I do wonder why they changed the dominating blow to what it is now. I can get them restricting the amount of units, but you know, why change it from you getting the units to you getting one of these guys? Maybe it's like I was saying, having a universal thing is useful. Oh, nice shields on them. You know, like just having like a what would you call it? A baseline, a standard unit for it, rather than, you know, you temporarily getting a variety of enemy types. Maybe it's somehow tied in with that. Who bloody well knows, though. Second Haunted Mineshaft of Balance. Mobs have 10% extra life, we have Elemental Equilibrium, and 20% of items... 20% increased quantity of items. It will be ambushed by Plague Maw's Golem. These tunnels, no Val enemies actually in them. Just more the standard for this area. It's kind of surprising, really. You'd think the Val side area would have Val units in it. Defiance. 20% increased physical attack damage while holding a shield, 25% increased defenses from shield. Attacks deal 20% increased damage with elements while holding a shield, and 3% increased. Plus 3% chance. Wait, could I have gotten this from? Yeah, I could have gotten this earlier. See, the circle completes. Oh well. Here, I'm going to stop for a sec. BRB.